You wear this Captain Unitard outfit very well, and you don't seem bothered by it, are you?
The only downside to being Captain Unitard is it makes me sweat a lot. I need a good deodorant.
I can't tell, sitting just a few feet out. The cape helps. Well, you had to wear it because you lost a competition. Were you upset when you first saw?
I was super upset. I had the HOH key in my hands, and then Jordan, of all people, takes it away from me, and then I flip a table.
But then you kind of embraced it. We saw you dancing around in it, the way you were evicted. You did like a superhero pose.
Yeah.
Come on, you love the unitard now.
If anyone were to get it in the house, best be Lydia, because I embraced it. It's comfy. I'm flexible. So running around, having a good time in it, why not? You know.
And you have a nice flat stomach in it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like I've gotten a little bigger since being in the house. But,
Let's talk about the game. How are you feeling right now? You just got evicted, 3-1.
I just got evicted 3-1, and that just lets me know the 3 people that voted to evict me will not get my vote if they so happen to be in the final 2.
Well, what if 2 of them are? You gotta then pick.
I'm praying to baby Jesus, please let Natalie or Kevin be in final 2 against one of them, because Natalie or Kevin would get my vote hands down automatically.
Did you ever think you would sit here and say that Natalie would get your vote? Because in the beginning, yeah. Talk to me about that relationship. In the beginning,
Natalie and I were enemies.
Because?
Because of a 170-pound muscly man named Jesse.
You guys were fighting over his attention and affection.
Exactly, and we were too kind of caught up in catty high school, girl don't like girl, to see any of that. I definitely played my part, and I said things that aren't very nice, but I'll own them, because I take the good, bad, and the ugly. So I would never think that Natalie and I would kind of leave on a somber note where I would want to give her my vote.
He's in for a rude awakening. When he left the house a week ago, when he was evicted, the 2 of you were, it was like a funeral you guys were holding for the guy, okay? It was like...
I'm emotional, Julie!
And then you started comparing notes. Tell us about the notes that you 2 compared, and when the light bulb went on and you both turned against him and bonded as girlfriends.
A huge lightning storm went on in my head when Natalie told me everything I ever told Jesse in confidence. He ran and told Natalie. So when you do that in my book, you're done, because I give you the utmost respect and trust off the bat. And your stock starts going down when you start hurting me, lying to me. And Jesse did all of those things.
Why do you think he did that?
It might have been a strategy gameplay, but Natalie also revealed that Jesse wanted a romantic relationship with Natalie. So she was plan A, I was plan B, and I only would have ever known this if Natalie and I sat down and kind of cleared the air between us. So for that, I'm very thankful, and I hope Jesse is in no way, shape, or form the person he is in this house in real life.
Because that would be
a jerk-opotamus. That's what that would be.
So you had no clue that he had romantic feelings towards Natalie until Natalie said he was trying to be with me.
We all suspected it. We teased about it, because Natalie has a boyfriend, so that puts her in a really compromising position. And for him to do that to her, being 18, kind of, not knowing so much about life and different things. She's very smart. Natalie's very smart. But to do that to Natalie, like, who does that? And you don't ever want to believe something until you're ready to. It's kind of like you live in denial until you want to see. And then when you do, it's just like, oh my God. And then it turns into, I'm going to kick you in the when I see you.
We're definitely sending our cameras with you to the jury house. So what did you reveal to Natalie that made Natalie go, oh, really?
There was a sweatshirt incident, and Natalie was like, whoa. Snuggling with Jesse, being very kind of having our inside cutesy little, like, baby talk almost that upset her. But at the end, Natalie didn't feel like she was being played as a fool, which is interesting, because, I would kind of be upset about that. There was an incident where Natalie vocalized in front of Ronnie, Jesse, and myself that she feels Jesse and her are, blood. They're thicker than water. They're blood. They're family. And when she left the room, I looked at Jesse. I was like, are you serious? And he goes, no, not at all. So it's kind of funny. So I do think Natalie believed a part of what Jessie was selling and just doesn't want to admit it because she prides herself on being a very smart, well-rounded girl, which she is, but you don't know everything.
What are you going to say to Jesse upon seeing him in the jury house?
A few profanities, and then
followed by?
I will tell him, start dancing because I got a loaded gun, buddy.
Is he going to be able to sweet talk his way out of the situation he's going to find himself in?
Oh, he'll try. I'll be getting breakfast in bed and getting massages, and we'll see.
If you didn't compare notes, would you be wanting to have a dating relationship with him, after this is all done?
Maybe, possibly, because in my everyday life, I'm always go, and I need someone that can keep up with me. And in the house, I did cook and, massage them and stuff, but that's not what I do all the time for somebody that I do date, so.
With him kind of playing both you and Natalie against each other and playing you guys, do you think that was to advance his game, or do you think that was just for his ego?
I think it was a little of both, because who doesn't want to be told, you're great, I like you, every day, even by more than one person? It just kind of gives you that extra boost. And then to have me be like Jesse's little information gatherer was perfect. And then to have Natalie be his bulldog, like Casey said, go make him a sandwich, and she would. She has. So.
Did you guys drink some Kool-Aid in there or something?
Right? there was some spiked apple juice.
If he tells you that it was just gameplay, would you fault him for it?
God.
Or would he be in worse trouble?
I think he'd be in worse trouble, because I'm Lydia 24/7, no matter what, inside, outside this house. What I did is just who I am. I own all my mistakes. And if you like me, you like me. It's very love-hate with me. So I would hope Jesse could, I don't know.
Is this game what you thought it was going to be?
No. God, no.
Why?
Well, number one.
What did you think?
I mean, I thought, I'm competitive. I like winning. I'm confident. But did you guys see? I stunk at everything. I was like horrible. I mean, granted, I won a flat screen. Yay.
Yes, but you're not leaving empty-handed.
I'm in a unitard.
We also saw you ride this incredible emotional roller coaster. Is that at all what your real life is like? Or is it something that happens to you when you're competing with strangers in this house, locked off from the world?
I think there's definitely a switch that gets totally turned up when you're in this house. I'm very emotional. When I like you, I like you. When something's not right and you're my friend, I go to bat for you. And I'm a very emotional person. I can communicate how I feel, no problem. So in the house, just having people that can't communicate really frustrates me. And I mean, I'm a crier. People might think I'm a crybaby and think it's a weakness. I, take it with pride. And if you can't cry, then I think you have a problem.
Did you learn anything about yourself through this experience?
Yeah, that, I'm very emotional, I'm loud, I can flip a table. I learned that.
You didn't know these things before going in the house?
I've never flipped a table before.
Oh yeah, that does take you to a certain edge.
It does, I feel kind of, check that one off my list, flipping tables.
Hopefully it won't happen again.
No.
We saw Shima come unglued. Talk to me about Shima.
Shima coming unglued, that was tough. I never suspected that she would take it to the level she did. Kind of knowing where the lines are drawn and just going 10 feet past that. She's a grown woman and she has to own her own decisions, and I respect her, but in the game, she definitely hurt all of us.
Did you lose respect for her when you saw her behavior that led to her being expelled?
I didn't lose respect for her, Julie. I just got really disappointed because I know if she would have just sat and listened to what Kevin had to say or what I had to say, that she might still be here. We both might still be in the house together. And unfortunately, I do believe the two strong females in the house are now out. So.
What do you think Natalie is a strong female?
I think she's like an poco strong female, little strong female.
She has a little powerhouse. I mean, she has, she speaks her mind. She has a mouth on her. She
has a mouth, but there's no jazziness to it. There's no flair. And I'm all about the flair, and I think Shima was about the flair too.
That I can agree with.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how is it possible to be in this house and play the game, make friends at the same time as compete against each other?
No,
Why not?
no. Kevin and I are great friends, but
he didn't save you.
He didn't save me from the veto, and ever since then, it's just kind of been like a little jab, like, hey, buddy, see, look, it wouldn't have mattered. There was a coup d'etat. So it's like Kevin knew I would use the veto on him because I'm just so passionate about my friends, but then again, Kevin's thinking gameplay and thinking strategy, and he said, I'm tired of you emotional girls flying off the handle and not playing smart. And so I understand, you know, Kevin's reasoning for not using the veto.
You do? Because when I asked you in front of everyone, I didn't know if it was a political answer. You were like, we're cool now.
It was kind of a tough pill to swallow, but just to not really make waves, because Shima still was HOH at the time. I don't know, it just...
Are you holding a grudge based on that, like, one little thing?
A little. I told Kevin he can send me an apology present.
And do you think he regrets that decision or he stands by it?
I
mean,
think
he's here to win money.
He regrets it a little bit because now, you know, all the other house guests are going to see, well, they were so close and he had power to save his best friend and he didn't do it. So if anyone Kevin's so great about flying under the radar. Nobody ever suspects Kevin for anything, and he's been so truthful and so loyal that if he says a lie, you're going to not even think he's lying.
So is he smart or is he sneaky or is he a little bit of both?
He's all of that, and I respect him for it. I love it.
If you could redo this game, what would you do differently, if anything?
I'd put a lot of little Kevins and little Lydias in the house.
No, if you were stuck with the same group, Jesse and all.
Oh, well, number one, I would not trust Jesse, and I would try to get Ronnie away from Jesse because I thought Ronnie was a great player. And I probably would have tried to hold back the Lydia outbursts. Because there were a lot. Well, just because it makes you an easy target. Everyone always said, Lydia, you yell, you scream, you kick. Nobody wants to hear it. And it's like, well, then don't make me mad. You don't make me mad, then I won't scream. You know? And then it turned to Kevin, control her. And Kevin did a good job this week.
As we get ready to send you off to the jury house, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, I really hope Kevin can pull a huge Big Brother 11 win out, and I really hope Jordan, Jeff, Russell, and Michelle get on slop for the duration of this. Yeah.
No love lost there.
No. They all need makeovers.
Oh my goodness. Lydia, thank you.
Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.